right, here we go. We are live. Decentralized Pictures Talent Cast. I'm your host, Matt, and today we're going inside Decentralized Pictures. We are talking with a couple staff members. We are talking with Brian Conway, product owner, and John Sutherland, lead developer. Thanks for being on the show, you two.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Absolutely. So we are live. So if you're joining us on YouTube, please smash that like and subscribe button. And if you're on Twitter or LinkedIn, please follow us so that you can stay up to date and take part in events just like this AMA today. And it is an AMA, so we have some prep questions for our guests today. But if you have questions along the way, please throw them out there, and we will try to get to as many of those as we possibly can. All right, so let's kick it off, guys. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your roles at Decentralized Pictures.
All right, I guess I'll go first. My name is Brian. As you mentioned, I'm the product owner / manager here with DCP. My roles include collaborating with key stakeholders to define and document their vision for the platform and the product, and then to create clear and actionable specifications for our development team and manage, prioritize, and refine the items in the backlog pertaining to these goals. Also, part of what I do is anticipate user needs, envision their expectations for the platform, and try and deliver and best fulfill the needs and demands of the community.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm John. I do a lot of the development. I basically lead the development team and do a lot of the deployments and a lot of the upgrades that we see. And yeah, it's great.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you guys. Well, this is an exciting show. I've been looking forward to this one. We've had a lot of great filmmakers on the Talent Cast show, but today I know that there's been a lot of things going on at DCP, a lot of upgrades, a lot of enhancements, and want to walk through a lot of those changes that are happening today. So, for someone new to the platform and is unfamiliar with Decentralized Pictures and the mission of DCP, what's the best way for a person like that to get started?
Well, if you're unfamiliar with DCP, our info site, decentralized.pictures, is probably the best place to start. From there, you can see basically who we are as a organization. We're a not-for-profit 501c3 company, organization, I should say. And yeah, all about our goals and the problems we're trying to solve, and how we achieve that through our blockchain technology and the platform. From there, if you're familiarized with the platform, you can head over to our app. It's app.decentralized.pictures and sign up. If you know somebody already on the platform, we've just rolled out a new referral program. So take advantage of that. You can get a little starter gift of $10 USD in film credits to kick off your journey. But yeah, sign up, check out the platform, look at the proposals that are posted. Proposals, just a filmmaker or a screenwriter's project that they're working on. They decided to submit it to a round on our platform. They'll all be available for users to read, review, leave an evaluation. You can check out the creative queries. I'll share my screen. We can go into that. Creative queries are essentially an A/B testing. You can help develop a script. You can pitch different versions of a trailer or a scene. If you're working on, you got a couple different ideas, you're unsure of what exactly is the best route to take. You can use this tool for your creative decision-making process and pitch to the community. Let the community decide what the best course of action would be. We also have a daily quiz you can participate in daily to help build up your reputation.
Hey, Brian. Brian, can you share your screen as
you're
walking
for sure.
through these items?
Yeah, let's do it. So here's our info site, decentralized.pictures, as I mentioned. You can go to About, read all about Decentralized Pictures, who we are. You also see how it works, if you have an idea, how to submit it, and the financing agreements. But I'll just jump over to our platform. So here's our main overview page. You can see everybody's proposals that they've submitted. I'll just click on the most recent one here, Wedding Day, When Your Late Husband Won't Go Away. So this is submitted to the Kevin Smith comedy round. You can check out the log line here, the proposal description. You can see any existing reviews. Check out their script and the attachments. You can also click here, go to the proposal landing page. You can see things a little bit more detail. This is just newly submitted, so we only have one review on that one. But if you look at other proposals, let's just pick this one here. You can click here and you go down through. You can even leave a like if you agree with the sentiment and the review left by the user. Here we have our creative queries. We currently don't have one posted, but you can create a creative query from here. So basically we need a title. So if you want to do A/B testing on a trailer, you can say a trailer query. You add your question here. You say, out of these two trailers, which one do you like the best, or what do you think is the best score to use, or the best cut? You can have as many or as few options, minimum of 2, as many options as you like. You can set PDFs as scripts, images, videos, as I mentioned, or just straight text. Set your campaign duration, so 1 to 30 days, and add a bounty. So I'll touch on bounty. Bounty is the incentive for users to review or answer your creative query. If we go back to the proposals, over here you can see on the main page what each proposal has for their bounty. So everybody who comes and decides to leave a review on this proposal will get a cut of the bounty. So this one here, for example, is 715. So at the end of the round, each of these users, based on their timing score, their reputation, how close their actual scoring was to the community consensus, how much they stake on their film. Staking is another way to increase the weight of your review. There's many ways that you can increase the weight of a review and help the proposal. So this person is staked 100, scored it at 85, and left a nice review with all their criteria there. The other thing we have here is the daily quiz. You can come here. Excuse my scores. My scores aren't the best. But you can see some people here have high 90s, 70s, 80s. There's 100 questions, 10 seconds to answer each question, and there's a daily bounty of 150 film. So another great way to build up user reputation, build up your film, and all of these things you can use then to submit your own proposal if that's what you wish to do.
Hey, real quick, Brian, since we're talking about staking, I've got a question here of, are users at risk of losing their film when staking?
No. So staking they just lock your tokens. So if you see here, I have 130 locked. That means I've staked 130 amongst every active proposal or creative query. As I mentioned, no active creative queries, but I staked 130 film amongst all the proposals. So when the round ends, the stakes are unlocked and the rewards are delivered to each user. If you have a friend who would like to join the platform, as we mentioned earlier, how to get started, anybody who has an account can share their unique registration link. You can copy it here, or you can send it by email, paste it to Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter, and anybody who uses your link to sign up will be rewarded $10 in film credits, which is currently about 66 film.
So what's the general benefit of staking? Why would a user choose to do that?
Increase your rewards, increase the weight of a review. How the algorithm works is when you look at let me go to a past round. I'll show you the leaderboards. Andrews Bernard round. So this is the round that is just completed just before Christmas. And you can see the amount staked, the amount bounty available to the reviewers. If you stake on a proposal, it increases the weight of your review, which in turn gains you more rewards. You get more reputation. You gain more film credits, as long as your reviews are beneficial and actually in line with the consensus of the community. There are certain things that will basically determine the weight of a review. So the timing score, earlier people who review the proposal will be considered trendsetters, and they'll get more weight added to the review as opposed to people who review late in the proposal round. This is basically just to decentivize following the trend. So we want true and honest opinions. Let us know what you think. Those who tell us sooner will have more weight to the review than those who tell us later. Yeah, that's the main thing, is to help gain your rewards, help, the more you stake on your review, obviously increases the weight of your review, which in turn will help the proposal owner if you're leaving a positive review.
Okay. So a lot of information being shared here. Is there a specific centralized location on the website where people can go on how it works, the details of, how to operate within the platform?
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
So over here on our info site, it'll tell you everything about how this works, what film credits are, what reputation is, what creative queries are, how to vote, and then essentially how the decision-making process at the end comes into play, and how we use the leaderboards to help determine who's the most appropriate winner for the round, and the community is a big part of that. That's what the rewards are for, is to help get the opinions of the community.
Okay, great. Again, remind folks that are watching us on YouTube, please throw out questions. There's a lot of good information that Brian's sharing with us, and so let's take advantage of this opportunity. So, what's the best way to earn film credits so that you can participate in the ecosystem?
Best ways to review films. Head on review. You can leave a written review. You can leave a graded evaluation. Depending on the round, each round will have a specific set of criteria. So this one for Kevin Smith is creativity, characters, funniness, commercial viability. Use the sliders. You set your score based on a scale of 0 to 10, what you think. It averages the score. It'll set a recommendation for you down below. You can then choose to leave a written review if you like. I'll just leave a written review. And then you can choose to stake or add bounty to your review. So as we mentioned before, staking will help increase the weight of your review, help earn you more rewards, and will help the proposal in general. Whereas adding to the bounty will incentivize others to review the proposal. So it doesn't affect the weight of your review, but if you really feel strongly about the proposal and you really want it to succeed, chip in a bit to the bounty, and then you can help out the proposal owner. Over here, you can review your review before submitting and click submit. Then once it's submitted to the blockchain and to the platform, it'll be reviewed by our moderation team, basically to make sure it doesn't go against our community guidelines. And then once it's posted. And as I mentioned, timing score is a big thing. So if you see this proposal is just recently posted, only one person has had the chance to review it. We've got 2 evaluations and 1 proposal like. So these earlier reviews will achieve a higher weight than later reviews.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about how proposals, projects land on this site. Are they just prepared by any individuals and they hit submit and it shows up on the site and then reviewers can look at them, or is there a moderation process? How does that work?
Yeah, so there's a moderation process. So if you have a project that is suitable and fits around, you can submit a proposal. Every round, I'll just back up to the rounds page. Every round has its full details and criteria listed here. So for the Kevin Smith round, you see there's a submission fee of 33 film. This is to cover the moderation. And then there's a bounty. And then this is the film that is given to the community to review your proposal. You see the reward here, $40,000. And then there's some summary and overall metrics for the round. So you've got 11,000 film added to the bounty here by users. There's 14,000 film staked, and there's 1,151 votes. Yeah, so if you see all these films here, they are all submitted by user. So if you are eligible for this round, you can click the rules here, read all about the rules, what we're looking for. The award rules must be applying with completed script, 25 pages or less, genres comedy. All filmmaker demographics are eligible to apply, and everything else that's applicable to the round there. If you're eligible, you can go ahead and click this plus here to submit, or you can come up here and create proposal. And on create proposal, I have some draft proposals, so it just warns me that I've got one in the works. You can click Kevin Smith comedy round. From here, you proceed to next. And this is the steps for the filmmaker. So now you add the title of your proposal. This is shown on the proposal card on the main page for everybody to see. Then you add your image. and any supporting media that you might want to accompany. So videos, trailers, if you have cuts of a few scenes you'd like to add, or even just a selfie style pitch video explaining who you are as a filmmaker, why you decided to make the film, and why you decided to submit to DCP. You can add some images, stills, any sort of image you'd like to add, as well as PDFs, so scripts, pitch decks, treatments, anything that you'd like to add as well. In any of these formats you can add. Then you give your log line, which is a short 500 character summary or description of your proposal, and then the complete description down below here. Once you've completed that, you can set your genre and target audience, so what language will the film apply to. And then from there, you can enable a chat, which creates a channel on Discord, so you can converse with the community. If you get a few reviews you'd like to talk to the reviewer about, you can address it there in Discord, post any updates, anything you like to talk about or discuss with your proposal. It can be done through Discord right here. And we also have a public read access. So if you want to share your proposal to users who don't have a DCP account, you can enable this or disable it, whichever you prefer. And that will enable users who aren't actively registered to come check out your proposal, maybe entice them to come sign up and review and leave their thoughts on your work. But you can also disable it if you prefer not to have public read access. So that's all steps. And then once you complete that, you submit it to for moderation. You can choose to add some extra bounty. This is the minimum bounty as mentioned here. Users can add as much or as little above this as they like.
So this is a perfect segue. I've got a question here on the bounty. Does adding a bounty increase your user reputation score?
It doesn't increase your user reputation score. Is this in terms of a review or proposal? Either way, for leaving extra bounty on a review, it just incentivizes others to further review that proposal. It doesn't increase your user reputation or weight.
Okay. Thanks for the question, Patrick. All right. Sorry to interrupt, Brian.
Keep going. No, that's fine. So where was I? Yeah, the minimum bounty. So minimum bounty is 169 for this round. Then everything above that added by the users is either added by the users or additional bounty added by the proposal owner. So you can see there's varying amounts here depending on what you have. So that's a great reason to jump in when you first sign up. Do the daily quiz, leave some reviews, because all of those actions, any participation on the site will earn you rewards, whether film credit or reputation. And you can see the reputation leaderboards if you click up here. Patrick had just asked the question, is number one. And yeah, it's any other questions there?
Awesome. So you've probably covered some of this content already, but an important release just came out, version 1.2.0.
Exactly.
So what are the notable updates? I know that this touches on referrals, proposals, evaluations, creative queries. Can you kind of summarize for us some of the big updates that came out through that release?
So one thing that'll help us with growing our user base is a referral program. So it's a simple one click here. You can send an email. As I mentioned, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, copy the link and paste it otherwise in a text or whatever your method you choose. We've also got or added a feature where proposal owners can edit their proposals, reviewers and evaluators can edit their reviews and evaluations. So the benefit of this is that as proposal owners receive feedback from users, they can take this information into consideration, discuss it with their team, or if they're just a single screenwriter, they can make their own decisions and choose to update their proposal if they see fit. You can add more videos as maybe your production evolves, or update your script with any further edits. Reviewers can then will be notified if the proposal is edited, and they can come back and then reassess a review. If they'd like to update the review and maybe increase the score, decrease the score, add a comment, remove a comment, they can do whatever they like. You can also add some more stake, or you can add some more bounty if you feel you wish to do so.
Awesome. Any other
Some
details you want to
yeah,
talk
so
about with
some
the release?
others, some general UI UX updates. We've updated our front end to Angular 14, which with it came a few styling updates, nice text changes, some subtle changes. But if you're familiar with the site, you'll see it. We've got everything is really it's coming together.
Mm-hmm.
We have some user tutorials that are in the works that will be coming out soon. But that's the main things there. The biggest things with the latest release was edits to proposals, reviews, evaluations, and the referral program. We've also added some fixes to user playback videos. Let me find one with the video. So now you can set your resolution based whatever the best option and most efficient streaming quality that you can get there. Yeah, that's the main points to version 1.2.
Sure. What else is in the pipeline that you can talk about?
Yeah, we've got a new layout overall for the proposal page. So we're going to change the view to rounds view. Well, you actually have both options. You can toggle between either if you like this grid view or if you'd like to view them by rounds. So it'll be kind of a side scrolling. You be able to hover the proposal cards. Any videos that the user has added will automatically play. It'll be a great way to quickly check out the proposals. You can see exactly what's in a round and work through any proposals that you haven't reviewed that way. The other main updates we have is we're changing our registration and login flow. So one thing we want to do is remove the multiple emails that the current login has. So you log in with the username and an email now, but we're going to update it so you log in through your wallet connection. So you just, if you have a wallet, you log in, just click Kukai, we'll be adding Temple and Beacon support, or Sentinel wallet, which is one of our own. Whatever wallet you wish to choose or wish to use for the website, you click that wallet, you sign the message, confirm that it is you who owns the wallet, and you're registered. And it will work the same way as logging in and using the platform. So you just come to our login page, and rather than using username and email, you just click the wallet of choice, sign the message, and you're logged in.
Awesome.
So that'll help with user onboarding. The other thing that we did add is funding directly in the app now goes to the internal wallet. There was a step in between where funding would be delivered to the external wallet, but now it gets delivered directly to internal, which is just removing one more step from the user to be able to interact with the website.
And when you talk about funding, you're talking about film credits.
Film credits, yes. So if you purchase film credits from here, from our buy page, you can also purchase them on the market, but we offer 3 methods here directly within the app. And any one of these methods, you enter the amount you wish to purchase, agree to the disclosure document here, and then you click buy now, and it will lead you to the payment provider where you enter your information, complete the purchase, and it'll be delivered directly to your internal wallet. So it's available to use right away. No intermittent steps having to transfer from external to internal, just to remove a bit of user friction there.
Great. All right, we got another question here. So what are the benefits of being a moderator?
Benefits of being a moderator, for one, you get the first look at any proposals that are put up. But 2 is we pay you for your hard work and your due diligence. Moderators can approve or deny any submitted content if it goes against our community terms and guidelines. But you'll get paid for every proposal or review that you moderate, and those film credits will go directly to your wallet.
Okay. All right. So thank you for being so patient, John.
Yeah, sorry, a lot to say there.
You're being a team player for us.
Yeah, that's no problem.
All right, so let's talk some blockchain stuff. So how is so all this is built on the talent net. So explain to us on how this platform activity, the proposals, reviews, creative queries, essentially all the stuff that Brian just talked to us about, how is all of that tracked on the blockchain and transactions validated? How does the talent net work?
Sure, yeah. Well, basically, every action that you perform on the chain or in the app is actually a method or a smart contract endpoint on our that gets called by the application. So basically, every time you do a review, create a proposal, create a creative query, like something, it always gets recorded on the chain. Your action does. Also, it validates if you have enough funds to perform the action that you're trying to do first, of course. But if you do pass all the validation, then it will actually store the part of the content for the proposal on chain, and that can all be viewed uh, on the Talent Explorer in our Block Explorer. So yeah, we also pay the gas for our users so that anyone who comes in and does any action on the chain or in our app, sorry, in the D app, we will actually handle the portion of crypto that needs to be spent for fees. So that way, anybody who's using the app, they don't have to worry about how many times they like something or how many times they review something. Our app handles that, the fees for that transaction. And we do this cryptographically. We handle it by using signed messages a lot, like Brian was mentioning just then. Usually any action where we're paying the gas, we'll sign a mess. You'll have to sign a message, and then we'll forward that message along. So that's basically how we we record a lot of the data on chain.
Okay. And why is this important? Why even have a blockchain component? So we're in the arts creative space, trying to identify new innovative filmmaking projects. Why is tracking all this information important and needed to support DCP?
Well, we need to validate all the votes were done by unique individuals. There's no cheating going on. So blockchain technology has enabled us to be able to do this in a transparent manner, like on a public blockchain. And I mean, part of the issue is that we need to verify people's identities in order to actually verify they're a real person and not a bot, not a creating stacking the votes for one proposal or another. So that's a big part of us doing the KYC. But yeah, it's very important for us to be able to record those votes and then be able to show the community that it was done in a fair way.
Okay, great. So I know that there's a big network upgrade upcoming, and this is going to happen at cycle 21, 23. So what does that mean for anyone that's running a node on the Talent Net?
Uh, yeah, we just upgraded our software, our node software, to the latest release, uh, version 12, and basically there's a lot of improvements under the hood for the efficiency of the node software, and we've upgraded the consensus mechanism, so it's now based on Tendermint. It's a lot quicker for finality. So transactions, once they're done, you can be sure that they're pretty much done. And yeah, for node operators, they'll need to upgrade to the latest, either the latest version 12 software, or they'll have to download the latest Docker image. And the Docker image handles a lot of the upgrading, the technical parts of it. So if you just download the latest Docker image and run that, you should be all upgraded.
Okay. So someone that's completely new to blockchain, they've heard about it with all these different platforms, and now that we know that there's a blockchain that's supporting decentralized pictures, and for someone that's interested in further helping to decentralize the platform and run their own node, how can they find out more information on doing that?
Sure. Yeah, we have documentation on our Gitbook site. I think we can find a link for that. But yeah, we've documented a lot of the process for starting a new node, running your own node.
Mm-hmm.
We have both doing that natively, as I mentioned, or running it using Docker. So hopefully we can get that link and post that somewhere for anyone who's interested. Yeah, it's fairly straightforward. It's you know, people, you don't necessarily have to know a lot about blockchain to do this. It's pretty easy. So
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can attest to that. I'm a business guy, business background, no software computer programming background. I run my own nodes, so yeah, absolutely, you can do this.
great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, John. That's some really good information. I think I have one more question on the talent net. Yeah, let me throw it up here from Patrick again. Okay, so are you building any other apps for the talent net?
That'll be one for John. I'll throw that to you. We're focused
Um,
on decentralized pictures, but
I yeah, I mean we've discussed more apps. We're building a bridge to other chains. For instance, Tezos and Ethereum and other chains that we'll be able to move our NFTs to, or vice versa, bring NFTs from other chains to ours. We're working on a distribution app for basically setting the rights for distribution for a project. So eventually we'll be governing this via smart contract, hopefully, and it'll be a piece of the solution that people can use. We're also working on a casting app. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll hopefully be able to release a new casting app. So yeah, there's about the distribution app. There'll be no distribution fees, so it's I guess it's supposed to be pretty good in that way. Sorry, that's all I know.
Excellent. Appreciate it, John. Yeah. So I don't know if you mentioned this, Brian, earlier, but who's funding these awards, these financing awards? Well, where's the funding coming from?
it's coming from our donors. So each round is going to have a different donor. We've had one from Kevin Smith. We've got one that just clued up for Steven Soderbergh. We've got many other partnerships that rounds are due to come pretty soon. But yeah, it comes from generosity of people in the industry, other businesses, organizations who are looking basically to help filmmakers, extend the elevator down, get their films created and brought to life.
Awesome. Well, gents, that concludes my round of questions, and I think that I've covered all the comments. If there's any final comments that people would like to throw up on YouTube, please throw them up now. Appreciate the engagement from the folks that put those out there, and it's obvious that there's a lot of things happening at Decentralized Pictures, and there's going to be more updates on the horizon. So I see this as one of many interviews with you guys to talk about all the things that are happening with DCP. And yeah, so if you don't follow us, please, we're on all the social media channels, so please like and subscribe out on YouTube. Please follow us on Twitter, on LinkedIn, also Instagram. So please follow us on all those platforms so that you can stay up to date on all things DCP. All right. Anything else, guys, you want to add?
Nothing for me. Lots of new features in the works in the come. I know I only touched on a couple, but just quickly, I know we have internal discussion about users creating their own NFTs, adding it to their proposals. Reviewers can then choose to purchase these NFTs directly from proposal owners. Still a little ways out yet, but yeah, lots of exciting things to come. Definitely stay tuned.
Yeah, something I forgot to mention is that in the new protocol upgrade, we now have a longer voting period so that we can now in the future we'll be doing voting on protocol upgrades. And a big part of the new upgrade is that the inflation rate has been slashed a fair bit. So yeah, that's about it. It should, you know, we can always vote on further changes to the network constants and the inflation in the future.
Oh,
That's it.
quickly, I will mention one thing that we are discussing internally is the addition of video reviews. So if you want to leave, this is to help mitigate some issues that we're currently facing with just users tending to vote a certain way on other proposals, basically to either influence one positively or negatively. So we're going to pitch the idea of video reviews. So if you want to leave a review, if it's in the bottom percentile or the upper percentile, give us a selfie style pitch video, voiceover, some sort of video. We're going to propose a few options, but basically, the proposal owners are putting themselves out there. They're putting their hard work on the line. So if you feel strongly one way or the other, tell them why, and show the same respect. And we think it may be a good solution. But yeah, that's it.
Awesome, you two. Well, I really appreciate your time today and all the hard work at Decentralized Pictures. Exciting days to come, and we'll have to do this again soon.
For sure.
All right. Thanks again, you guys. Take care.
Thanks.
Thanks, Matt.
Take care.
Good day.